I'm going to go over my day trading journey in this one, of how I've lost over the course of several years about $81,000. Day trading, swing trading. Back in 2012, I had just left the military. I was deployed for literally the 4 years that I served. And I had a whole bunch of money saved up at this time. Prior to going to college, I talked with a financial advisor and I'd let them hold on to most of that money for several years. Pulled up on the screen, we've got that ETF where I had my money placed. You can see over the 13 to 17 time frame of when I was in college, money kind of just stagnated in there. And that's where, after I had checked on the growth of the account in 2018, I decided I'm just going to kill this retirement account because I had graduated with a mathematics degree. I was watching way too many day trading videos, and I had worked out the logic in my head that I could easily do this. If the whole point of building your nest egg to retire is to get a whole bunch of money in that account, well, why not take the active role and manage the growing of those funds myself? I could have simply done nothing. When I pulled out, it was 2018. As you can see on the chart, had I done nothing and just let them hold on to my money for that entire time, I'd be breaking even right about now. And I would have lost 7 years. I would have been paying them their advising fee of 1%. And I wouldn't have had any growth. Instead, over the next several years, I would dabble in investing and day trading while working a full-time job. I was drawing all sorts of trend lines, fib retracements, mochi clouds, and none of it really worked. I'd be watching trades explode while in a conference call, and I ended up, over the course of these several years, just slowly digging into this $81,000 drop. I'd have little moments of where, hey, maybe I finally get it here, followed by a nice little collapse. And then I'd have little pauses after a big drop where I'd reassess, what am I doing? Why am I just throwing so much money at this when it's just not working sometimes? I'd get back in after I'd saved up a little bit more from working my job, and then promptly lose it all. And it's one of those, when you see these drops of $10,000 at a time, it's just one that it stings, it sinks in your heart, and you just feel it in your soul of, wow, I suck. Right here in 2024 is when I had quit my job, and this is where I ended up moving out to another country to be with the woman that I love. I became the father of 3 cats. And with no salary coming in, because I did look for a job, and this job market is terrible. I had no salary coming in. I had a couple thousand more in reserve, but my back was against the wall on this one. And it was one of those, I knew I had to perform, or otherwise these cats are going to riot until they get their wet food. And I had more good trading. I hadn't quite worked out all the kinks of my bad behaviors, but I was dedicated to focusing on this as my full-time job at this point. We had Trump's tariffs, and as you can see after that, I once again locked in, and we're slowly chipping out of this hole. Some things I want to address with my channel. I won't lie and tell you that day trading is easy. It's most definitely not for everyone. Having lived in Vegas for some time, my years in the market, background in math, I've kind of put it all together that it's all gambling. Wall Street is the biggest casino in the world. They can use whatever fancy terms they like to attempt and mask it, but the only difference from a casino is that you get free drinks. I did invest after the COVID crash and did pretty well, but I don't include that in my trading account because it was a different strategy. And in the future of this channel, if it does do well, maybe I'll reactivate the investing account, because that's when I absolutely believe that many people should be involved in managing their own long-term investment accounts. It's one of those, no one's going to care more about your money than you. Instead, many are just paying these financial advisor clowns a fee so they can try to match the market. Or worse, they'll take the investor money that they care about and put them in hot cat poop while receiving these kickbacks from the company. And at the same time, I'm also not a fan of the whole, well, just buy SPY. Because if you're buying the entire grocery store, you're also going to be buying some rotten eggs. There's no point in putting them in your basket and letting them drag you down when you could spend an afternoon, easily filter these things out, and just be walking out of the store with only good products. My goal is to expand people's knowledge base, and I'll aim to do weekly reviews of my trading journey, document my progress on Kinfo. The link is in the description. I'll try to simplify how it's all gambling in a math tutory kind of fashion, share my war stories that I learned along the way, and then I'll help us all de-stress by sprinkling in adorable cats whenever I can. Thank you for finding my channel, and let's continue this journey together.